Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge des Stanley Parable. Und kann ich hier was eingeben eigentlich? Hä? Okay, kann ich das nochmal machen? Mach das nochmal.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Was ist
What if he
passiert?
had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
Ja.
I will be happy.
Oh ja.
Stanley waited. Hours passed.
Okay.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Was? Das war ein Ende? Das war ein Ende? Nochmal.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What
Nee.
if he had to make a decision?
Nein, nicht
What
schon
if a
wieder.
crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed. Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Ja.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt,
Ups, Entschuldigung, ich wollte nur mal gucken, was es hier für Achievements gibt. Den habe ich doch schon. 8. Hä?
was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Jo.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
So, also das haben wir jetzt zweimal gesehen, weil es einfach so unglaublich spannend war. Jetzt gehen wir raus.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Hoch. Moment. Ich gucke mal. Ich muss irgendwie aus dem Fenster kommen. Da gibt es doch eine Möglichkeit. Es gibt eine Möglichkeit. Der ist aus. Okay. Ich habe wieder Input gegeben. Keine Ahnung, was da passiert. Weiß ich echt nicht.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ich kann nicht springen. Warum eigentlich nicht? Das ist doch blöd. Lass mich mal ganz kurz... Ich komme nicht hoch. Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Okay.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Ja, doch.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
Okay.
Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley,
Yeah.
who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Woo! Zugabe! Und jetzt alle. La 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 Okay, und wie lange geht es jetzt? Bis ich es resette, oder was? La 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 la. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh. 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 Habe ich die Gitarre kaputt gemacht? Ups. Ba 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 ba. Ich fühle mich hier alleine. Ich fühle mich hier alleine. So einsam. So einsam. Bam, 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 bam. Ja. Das ist der weiße Raum. Und er ist ein Traum. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Jo. Gut. Und jetzt stehen wir hier, oder was? Und nun haben wir ein Problem? Oder geht es irgendwann weiter? Oder nicht? Oder doch? Das Spiel ist jetzt pausiert. Nein, ich will fortsetzen. Dringend. Aua. Hau mich erstmal an. Oh Mann. Schön hier. Also ich finde Weiß eine sehr schöne Farbe. Ganz ehrlich. Ist wunderschön. Ach ja. Schon schön hier. Ich meine, gut. Die Möbel sind jetzt nicht so schön, aber ja. Naja. Ich glaube, wir müssen einfach neu starten. Ja, ich glaube schon. Es ging einfach nicht mehr weiter. So, jetzt sind wir wieder hier.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ich laufe einfach
Stanley
seitlich.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Moment. Input. Wo war Input? Input. War der hier hinten? Irgendwo war doch so ein Input.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Ey, Coworkers. Wo seid ihr? Hallo. Codeworkers. So.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Oh,
and
echt?
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ja.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Ja.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ach Mist, ich will nochmal zurück.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Kann ich hier was machen mit denen? Ich hatte doch gerade hier. Lass mich mal nachgucken. Gerade eben hatte ich da so eine Idee. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ach, der Besen heißt Chris. Ach so, das erklärt doch einiges. Nee. Ja. So. Bleibt nicht stehen. Wir hätten doch... Warte mal. Auch nicht du schon wieder. Nee, wir gehen diesmal weiter. Nach
Coming
oben.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ja. Ups. Wo geht's denn hier hin? Ich kann aufs Klo? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Kann ich aufs Klo gehen? Magazine lesen. Hier irgendwas machen? Kann ich mich selber im Spiegel sehen? Auch nicht. Okay. Also, wir haben geschifft, wir sind fit. Wo geht's hier hin? Hier ist ein Lift. So, wann ist hier ein Lift? War hoch. Nein, ich will hoch. Oh yeah. Ich liebe Lift. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, Okay, wir sind da. Das hat einfach mal gar nichts gebracht. Nee.
Stepping into his manager's
Nein, ich will
office,
raus.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
Ja.
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Das war's,
In
2548.
fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
So.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Die Musik.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Hier gab es doch auch eine andere Möglichkeit, oder? War da nicht was? Wo geht's denn hier hin? Was ist das denn? Nee, ist nur eine dunkle Ecke. Schade. Genau, hier kommt mal runterfahren. Nein. Nein. Hä? Nein. Hier waren wir noch nicht fertig. Hier gab es noch eine zweite Möglichkeit. Fällt mir gerade ein. Wenn man hier irgendwo rechts läuft, glaube ich.
Stanley walked straight
Ja.
ahead through the large door that read Mine
Escape.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Was? Nein. Wir werden nicht
The door
sterben.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nein.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Ja.
and willingly confront his death.
Kein Problem. Ja. Okay. Uah. Hä? Was zur...
As the
Uah.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Hilfe.
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Und tschüss, schöne Welt. Hä?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Was? Ja, aber wenn ich tot bin, warum... Hä? The Stanley
And
Parable.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Was? Naturpaintings. Tür 001. Das Office. Kann ich drücken? Cool. Filling Cabinets. Kann ich da was machen? Nein. Okay. Office Computers. Ausschalten. Okay, sind alle aus. Rechts oder links? Wir gehen links. Maintenance Room. Okay. Die Kopiermaschine. Der Office. Lass uns doch die andere Seite mal anschauen, wenn wir schon da sind. Was da noch wäre. Hier, ach, hier sind die Credits. Guck mal. Cool. Könnt ihr euch alle durchlesen. Das ist mir ein bisschen zu viel. Das Boss Office, genau. Die Uhr vom Office. Hier geht's ja nochmal weiter. Das ist wie so ein Museum gerade. Ich glaube, da muss ich dann hin. Lass uns erstmal gucken. Lass uns mal hier hochgehen. Hier mal gucken. Das Freedom Ending. Stehen hier alle Endings? Nö. Countdown Room. Exit. Exit? Da müssen wir gleich hin. Unser Büro. Überall ist unser Büro. Okay. Was ist das hier? Ketten. Ja, dann gehen wir jetzt zu Exit. Oder sind wir schon vorbei? Ne, hier war's. Hier. Ne, das war doch da oben. Aber hier wollte ich auch mal reingucken. Okay. Man hört ganz leise die Stimmen von ihm. Ne, ich muss wieder hoch. Ich muss ja zum End. War das hier? Exit. Genau hier. Okay.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Warte mal. Kann es sein, dass ich jetzt den zerstören kann? Auf geht's.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Nö.
No, perhaps not.
Ha.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Und wie?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
So. Wir wurden zerquetscht. Und das war's, oder was? Muss ich Spiel neu starten drücken? Nee. Die extra zurück zum Menü, oder? Ich glaube, zurück zum Menü, hat sie gesagt.
This is the story.
Okay, jetzt sind wir wieder am Anfang. Das will ich noch kurz checken. So. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, war das die Folge, die ein bisschen länger war. Bis dann, euer Milchfurcht. Ciao.